Okay, now I guess what I'm going to do is I'm going to grout that in with the grout bag. So the first thing I gotta do is soften up my mortar. My mortar's just gone a little bit stiff. A little bit stiff doesn't matter when you're installing stone, but when it comes to running it through the grout bag, it matters big time. Gotta be pretty soft. I always say just about the consistency of mayonnaise. Now, that'll help you. But it has an awful lot to do with it. The mortar has an awful lot to do with a lot of different factors involved in it. And I've seen a lot of times people will come to me and ask me, well, I can't get the mortar to go through the bag. What is wrong? What is wrong? I try this, I try that. Oftentimes it's the coarseness of the sand. So, you have to have awful fine sand to do that. And you screen it. And screen it on a fly screen, the same as you'd have on your windows to keep the mosquitoes and stuff out. And you screen your sand for that. And I guarantee you that'll be fine. Fine enough to run through the bag. A little more water too. I've done this a few times in my time, so I kind of know what I'm looking for. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. Give my grout bag, I'll run a little water through that thing too, just to wet up the sides. Basically, that's all I do. Now this isn't a masonry grout bag, this is a tile setter's grout bag, and I like to use a tile setter's grout bag because it has a smaller end on it, and therefore you're not so apt to get the jewels of mortar all over the stone. So you can see how that's coming out of there. Put it in there. So now you know how where the cake decorators got the idea from. So that's just how that goes in there. You just bring it out level, you don't want to get too much, because there again, you're going to have to have a mess, so you don't want a mess. Fill it up so it's even, and then we'll take off the excess later. I'll just give it a shake like that. Take the air pocket out, because if you don't, it'll get a burst of air which will spray some debris, or some mortar, I guess you could say, on the stones. Give it a shake. Very important to shove the nozzle right into the back, fill the back of the joint. And just keep going with that one. take that chip out now. Because that mortar is stuck, or that stone is stuck with the mortar right to the scratch coat. Anyway, we can just keep right on the going here. And fill in these joints. There, I got all those. Get this one here. Have to keep watching it. And this one sure is anything in this one. There, I don't think I missed any. Nope. Oh, looking better already, isn't it? Okay, I'm going to be back after a while. Now this thing has got to set up, it depending on the day. In a humid day, when it's cool in the fall, gosh, I've seen me lay one, and it would be nightfall before I was able to joint it. In the summertime, half an hour or so. So you have to be very careful. And that's another story too, with the blazing sun on it, with 110 degrees, it'll dry it up in a matter of minutes. And I've seen to have to put water on it and so on and so forth, which is very tricky to keep from making a mess. But anyways, we don't have that problem right now. This will dry up, and I'll say 2 or 3 hours, I'm gonna guess. Then we'll be back and joint it. See you in a couple hours.